All right, well, thanks everybody for hopping on. Um, just a little note for you. Hopefully have a pen and paper handy because what we're going to share with you today is some important information that you can go and do your own research on and hopefully you get value about what we're going to share today. We're going to take about 25 to 30 minutes of your time. And I'm going to have somebody help me come on here. But first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name's Arlo Matheson. I'm actually from Maple Grove, Minnesota. And I am here to, share with what I know. I've been with this company for about 10 years now, since 2014. And it's been the best thing I've ever done. But I'm actually going to bring somebody else on here too, is that she is going to help me with today's presentation. So come on board here, Come on, Diane.
Hi, I'm Diane Nelson from Princeton, Minnesota. So I have also been on this journey for 10 years. One of the best decisions besides, your salvation, this is the best decision out there that you can make for your health. I was pretty healthy and I've been always pretty cautious about preventative. I've been on some omega-3, very expensive, very high dose omega-3 for probably 8 years before I came across the Zinzino. And I had a lot of problems. I didn't know why, but I took a test and I found out why I was not as healthy as I thought I was. So here's what we found, and we want to share it with you as well. So I'll share my screen here. And we'll go into the slideshow so you can see the full thing. Whoops, from the beginning. So this is all about Zinzino. And we can all agree we want to feel healthy, we want to stay fit, we want to feel good. I mean, I teach fitness classes, so I know most people that come want to feel good, but they're all asking what's wrong with our health? How come I've got this and that going on? Well, we kind of have some ideas. In Zinzino, we want our food to be our medicine and our medicine to be our food. And thanks to Zinzino, that's how I medicate myself, is with my Mediterranean diet in a bottle every morning. Hippocrates said it over 2,500 years ago, so it must be something. So we used to eat food from Mother Nature. It had more vitamins, minerals, phyto and micronutrients, beta glucans, one of my favorites, fibers, healthy fats, and a good balance of omega-6, omega-3. Today, we don't eat that way. We eat processed food full of sugar, empty calories, low in fibers, and we have an unhealthy balance of our essential fatty acids, omega-6 and omega-3. We can't make those omegas in our body. We need to get them from our food or from our supplements. So, what's the healthy balance of omega-6 and omega-3? It's 3 to 1. And science says that, not us. Science says 3 to 1 or lower is in the safe zone. If you're over that, 4 to 1, you're starting to turn into the danger zone. You know what we are today? 25 to 1. I test a lot of people that are over 40 to 1. What is the consequences of that unhealthy balance? We reduce our brain function. Oh, that's scary. We reduce our heart function. Again, scary. Hair, skin, muscles, joints, but our cells. When we lose function in our cells, we have a lot of problems. So a healthy cell needs to take nutrients in and waste products need to come out after we use them for energy. They're the building blocks in our body. They're the little engines that run our whole body. Here's this red inflamed cell is a reduced function cell. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out. That affects our body. Now, in a good, healthy or cell, nutrients get in. We use those as building blocks for our body, and those wastes come out. So, 3 to 1 or lower is the safe zone. Most people want to find out, am I in the danger zone or not? How do we know? We take a test. We are going to be one of the best known self-test nutrition companies in the world. So right now we have the balance test, we have a vitamin D test, and we have an HbA1c test. You take it right at your home. The results are sent off to Vitas. It's a totally separate laboratory, independent laboratory in Norway. It takes about 2.5 weeks to get your results. And what they're measuring is the omega-6, omega-3 balance in your brain, in your cells, in your body, and what you're getting from your food and nutrients. So we've done 1.5 million tests, probably more today. This is probably a little older slide, and you can tell not a lot of us are in balance. So North America is the winner, 99%. Middle East and the other countries are close behind us. So you get your personalized results, you track those, and in 120 days, just 120 days, we can get you into balance. That's pretty awesome. So your brain begins to function normally, your heart, your skin, your inner organs, and those joint muscles, they just work so great. You get energy. Here's our advisory board, Dr. Paul Clayton, Ola Ida. We do have Dr. Colin Robertson on there too. We own our own manufacturing and research and development. So what is it that gets us into balance in 120 days? It's our balance oil. It's not a fish oil, it's a balance oil. It's more like a fish meal. So we've got 60% of it is pure high-grade fish oil from small, sustainably wild-caught fish. And the other magic ingredient is the pre-harvest premium extra virgin olive oil. That's the game changer in the omega-3 industry. Those two together have a synergistic formula. They just have Zen. So it's fresh, it's not fishy. Our balance oil lasts 35 hours in your body. Some of you had to live through cod liver oil. We were on the right track, but it just didn't get our body quite there, and it was horrible. Balance oil is good, yummy flavor. It doesn't ever go bad. It's got good, fresh potency. So what's all in this? Polyphenols, that's the game changer in the omega-3. The omega-3, we also pack in vitamin D. That was there's a deficiency of vitamin D in people. And our science shows us exactly how much we need to get all those cells into balance. Our dose is by weight. We know exactly how many cells are in each pound of your body. We have a balanced oil premium. It has a higher concentration of those polyphenols and the olive oil. We also, for those who really want to not worry about a liquid, we do have a capsule that does have some olive fruit extract and cocoa powder in it. And for those of you who can't digest, break down fat, we've got something that's already, the fat has been emulsified already. It's called our Aqua X. We also have a vegan. If you know anyone who's vegan, they don't have to miss out on this fantastic product. They can have their fish oil or their balanced oil as well. As you can see, we have a lot of high quality and care certificates. And who needs to take balance oil? We believe you start young and you don't ever quit. And you know what? You won't be in this walker if you get to 100, if you stay on your balance oil. Here's all of our claims that are approved. Of course, the fact that it's brain, heart, and immune. Those are the three things that attracted me to it because I did not want to have to go through what my parents went through with decreasing brain function and their heart in their older age. And of course, all the rest of these things are just bonuses, especially the eyes and the normal function of your healthy cells. So, would you like to find out if you're in the danger zone or in the safe zone? We can help you and get you into that balance so your cells are normal, healthy cells. So reaching about a balance between omega-6 and omega-3 is the first step to feel good, stay fit, and be healthy. We've got a couple of other products that we like to share. Everyone's now knows gut health and brain health, they go together. Your gut and your health talk. They've got a phone call going back and forth, so they talk. So that's our good biotic that helps, gets a healthy bowel movements and your healthy gut functions. If you want more energy, better immune, we've got our vitamins, extend, and put them all together. And man, you're just Fabulous. You can have your balance, you can have your restore in your gut, and you can have your support in your immune. We also have one extra goodie. It's our Viva. It's a spa for the mind. Live happy, a good night's sleep. Total package is the spa for the mind. We also have other things, but those are the three most important. And I'll send it over to you, Arlo. I just want to plug in that Nicole, she brought her sister in, and Jody or Amanda is a brand ambassador now with Zinzino. So we're so excited to have her part of our team. Take it away, Arlo.
All right. Well, thanks. Let me do this. Let's stop your screen if we could. All
There you
right.
go.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, Diane. I appreciate you coming on here and explaining the balance oil. So, my score was 28 to 1. That's crazy. And I was already on an omega-3 supplement. So when I first heard about this 10 years ago, I was suffering skin health issues. I couldn't get a handle on it. Um, I knew there's something wrong inside of me, but the doctors, all they want to do is give you another medication, right? Here's another medication. Try this one. Here's another one. Try this one. Well, thankfully, somebody shared this information with me and I did my own research. So if you just look up omega-6, omega-3 balance, you'll see how bad that really is for us and how much it can really improve your health by just doing a simple supplement that really is less than a cup of coffee a day. It's just so affordable. So, thanks, Diane. I really appreciate coming on here and sharing that with us. And I'm actually going to share with you guys, why I started on the business side because we love customers. We think everybody should be a customer. We think everybody should be using these products because it's a natural product. It's food. It's like oxygen. Our bodies need oxygen. Our bodies also need high dose omega-3 fatty acids. It's natural. So when I looked at everything that's going on, the test, we had the only company in the world that has this test with it. I thought, you know what? It works so well for me. I'd already gotten 4 or 5 people involved in it before I became a partner, and I said, you know what? I might as well get paid for spreading the word. Just like if you go to a good restaurant, you offer a good restaurant to somebody. Wouldn't you rather get paid for how many people you refer to that restaurant or even that movie? So this is word of mouth advertising for this company versus if you think about going, TV ads, radio ads. It's very, very expensive to get them word that, those that information out there. But word of mouth advertising is the most powerful kind of advertising a company can capture. And fortunately, we're involved in that. So let me share with you really the business side of it. We're only going to take, a few more minutes of your time. And this is super important to understand. So, I think it's important to know who we are. Um, Zinzino is a Scandinavian company. We're founded in 2005. So it's not a new company. It's just new to the US. We started here in 2014. They're a publicly traded company on Nasdaq North out of Sweden. So the financials are very transparent. And if you look at the financial growth of this company, they're doing very, very well financially. So if you're an investor, I would suggest maybe looking at the stock as well. We've had a 30% growth year over year since they were founded. We're a member of Direct Sales Association, which I think is important. So when I researched this company, they checked all the boxes that I was looking for. I want to make sure they were a credible company, a solid company, solid financial. They had integrity. I mean, they had everything going for them. And the fact that this is a product that everybody needs and we can prove that it works, that made all the difference for me. We're in over 100 countries now. When I first started, we were in 19. So that's how fast they've grown. And we also are committed to giving back. We actually have a Zinzino Foundation that helps educate children in those third world countries and also India. So omega-3s are really a mega trend. Right now, we know about 500 million people take an omega-3 supplement. I mean, everybody's heard of fish oil. I was also taking a fish oil supplement. And when I got my blood test results back at 28 to 1, I knew what I was taking was not working. So I'd rather switch to something that I know works, but also it's less expensive. I was paying about $55 a month for my omega-3, and I did that for about 3 years. And to have a test come in that high, it's not that I don't eat right. I try to eat, I love to cook, so I cook a lot of meals at home. But it's just I was getting a lot of, the seed oils, vegetable oils, because I did eat a lot of salads. Salad dressings are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. I had no idea until I found this company. And what we know is that omega-3 supplement industry is going to keep growing. It's with everything that's going on in the world, people want to be healthier. But what we know is after 1.5 million blood tests, 97% of those people will fail the blood test at 25 to 1 or worse. I've tested hundreds of people and they've all came in at 25 to 1 or worse. It didn't matter what products they were on. So after 120 days, when we tested them again, we got a 90% success rate of getting somebody back under 3 to 1. So we have a product that we know works, it's less expensive, and people stick with it because they see the results. So when you look at this growth curve, we are the best kept secret right now, especially here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We're down at the very, very bottom of the blue and green graph where they start. That's where we're at. We've only tested 1.5 million people. But as the stories get out there and as the testimonials, when I share my story, people have never heard of it. But people want to get started because of the blood testing. I just did a couple over the weekend. It's a very simple business. So as this growth curve goes up, you want to be in at the beginning. Kind of like if you were to go back, look at Google, Amazon. I mean, if we could only go back in time and get involved with something before it became mainstream. That's really what we have our hands on here. So I shared this slide with you. This is just the financial side of it. You can see the North American market had a 217% increase from last year. And then Dog is our CEO of Zinzino, and you can see we've had a 60% increase since quarter one. So we're continually moving and growing. So why would you want to be a partner in Zinzino? Well, that's entirely up to you. For me, I started because I needed to fund my retirement. I was a struggling. I did insurance for a number of years. I believed in residual income and passive income. That's exactly what this is. But what's cool is you don't have to be the next book author, write that book and hopefully it sells, or the next uh, radio star, right? They believe in passive income because as they do the work once, they get paid over and over and over as that song or book gets moved or sold. The insurance business is the same way. I did it because as policies got paid, I also got paid month over month. But even being a six-figure income earner in the insurance business, in today's world, it's really hard to fund a retirement and, build a house or buy a house and things like that. So that's really why I started, because I really had too much month at the end of the money. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but, back when I started 10 years ago, that's what my story was. So that's why I started. Maybe you want to pay off credit card debt. Maybe you want to go on vacation. You can make anything you want here. We're looking for maybe part-time people that don't want to make anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month to start with. That we feel is very comfortable to do. So to start your own business, it is free to join Zinzino, but we also suggest that you start with a kit so you have your own story, like Diane and I do with our blood tests. So you can see a basic partner kit is about $325, and then all the way up to the ultimate partner kit at $1,150. I think back when I went to college, I started my own painting business to help pay for my college. I think I had $5,000 to $10,000 invested before I even moved out the driveway. When you think about ladders, vans, paint sprayers, paintbrushes, all that. So when I first looked at the cost to get in, it's a very low risk opportunity because of how the compensation works that I'm going to share with you. You get paid back very, very quickly here for something you get started. So, what's nice about that Ultimate Partner Kit is they have a refund. So, we will help you move 25 products to your business in a calendar year. So, after the 12th month, if the Zeno sees that you have at least 25 products moved to your business, they'll actually refund the $1,150 back to you. Plus, you made all the commissions along the way. So this is a really great deal. As a partner, we're going to get our 1 bottle of oil a month. You can see it's $79. That is our overhead for this business. We also get a training app on the phone called GoCore to help you with all the how to build this business the right way. We don't have sign up fees, we don't have web page fees, we don't have any of that. Everything is done for you. So I think this is a great deal for $79, but it gets better. As we attract customers, so we really do two things here in Zinzino. We find customers, but then we also build partners. So on the customer side of it, we have what's called Zinzino for free. So as these customers out there spreading the word, they're out there talking to their cousins, their neighbors, their family, their friends about this blood test. When they refer four to us, they ultimately get their products for free. But as a partner, we also get paid, but then we also get our products for free. My overhead in this business is about $9 because I have to pay tax and shipping on my own product that I get once a month. So that's a pretty inexpensive overhead for a very lucrative type business. So like I said, we do two things here, customers and partners. And when I looked at the compensation plan, I've never seen anything like it. 50% of what comes into Zinzino actually goes out to the field. If you know anything about direct sales, that's unheard of in the industry. So it's a very lucrative compensation plan. And they have to be because this was started in Norway. It's very expensive to live in Norway. So in order to attract Norwegians, they had to make it a very lucrative compensation. So how this works is the business side of it. When we attract customers, we're going to get paid anywhere from 10 to 30% depending on how many customers we have. And remember, your customers' customers are your customers. So when we look at the top team 100, that 30%, well, if you look down a little bit, you'll actually get an $11,500 bonus by moving 100 products through your business. You can do this anytime, there's no time limit, but that's a pretty nice bonus, and you're also making the 30%. That's the customer side of it. But now we want to help build a team, and this is the leverage part of it. So when I first started this business, it was just me. But then I knew a few friends that I knew wanted to make an extra 500 to $1,000 a month. Now it plugged them into the system. We have great trainings. We have everything in place to build a business here. But now as they are out there talking to their customers, we all get paid. So it's like you work, you work, you work, you get paid. Then you work, you work, you get paid. Eventually, you're going to get paid, get paid, get paid. Then think about work. That's exactly what this is. So it's a pretty cool opportunity. So I'm going to go through quick fast starts with you. So if you decide to do this business, the first thing we're going to do is work with you and help you move four products through your business in your first 30 days. When you do that, that's going to be about $115 you're going to make. I think that's on the low end because you're making 10% of the sale of the customers. The average customer kit here is $130, and that includes two blood tests. Then ongoing, it's about $42 a month. So very affordable products that we offer. Then in our 60 days now, this is the leverage part of it. So you're gonna, know people that want to make some money just like you did. We're gonna help you talk to partner A and partner B. When they decide to come into the business, that's gonna pay an additional $460. So right now you made over $500 in this business, or closer to 600. So not a bad deal in your first 60 days. But now A and B, guess what we're going to do? We're going to help them, move four customers, four products, but then we're also going to help them build a team. And when we do that, that's going to be another $1,380 to you in your first 3 months. The next thing we're going to do is in our 120 days, so in 4 months now, we've helped our A and B do the same thing. Maybe we'll help C, D, E, and F do the same thing. But now you ultimately want to move 10 products to your business. And that's going to be an additional $170 or so. You already have four, just need six more. Now, these four may have already started referring others to this product line. So let's talk about the potential income in our first 4 months. You're going to get the fast start income. You're going to get the cash bonuses. Remember the 10 to 30%. You're going to also get team commissions now because our internal money system is credits. So those credits now are turned over weekly. Enrollment bonuses because you enrolled a few people into the business. You've actually reached a new title. But so the potential income here is about $3,000 your first 4 months. Keep in mind this is still very part-time. If you're working full-time somewhere, we don't want you to quit your job. This is just something you can start and help fund maybe retirement, pay off credit card bills, or maybe take that trip that you'd like to do without having to charge it anywhere. So our like I said, we talked about credits. So everything is duplicatable here. So we want to achieve what's called silver. If we understand this part of the business, that's all we have to understand is we want to get somebody to silver as quick as we can. That's 750 credits in your business. And when we do that, that's going to be ongoing now about $230 a month on the low end. But now we're going to find other people that want to be silvers in your organization. This is the duplication part of it. This will create freedom. I read the book Robert Kiyosaki called The Rich Dad Poor Dad. He talked about cash flow quadrant. He talked about building a residual type business, and this fits all three of those because you have to leverage time, money, and people, and that's the only way you can create financial freedom, the easy way, I should say. So when we have four people that want to become a silver in your business, we're going to help them do that. That's going to generate about 3,000 credits into your organization. That is now you are called what's called executive. There's a little bonus there, a phone bonus of about $200 that you get, but then you also get the credit volume, which is going to equate to about, 950 to $1,000 a month now in passive income. But it gets better because there are people in your organization that will want to make an extra $1,000, $1,200 a month. We're going to help them do that. And you're going to achieve what's called Diamond, which is about 12,000 credits that's coming into your business each and every month. That's $5,000 a month in income. Plus, then they also have a car bonus. It's a $1,150 car usage bonus. I've never seen a direct sales company that had such a large car bonus ever. It can be any kind of vehicle, it just has to be black. So there's no restrictions on what kind of vehicle you can get. I think right now in Minnesota we have about 25 of these driving around. So it is easily achievable. What's going to happen next is there's going to be four people watching you drive around that shiny black car, and they'll want to do it too. So we're going to help them do that for people in your organization or a combination of people in your organization. It just has to get to 48,000 credits. That's going to be about a crown income, which is about $14,000 a month in income. And at this point, you're carrying about 25 customers. So this is kind of the business potential. These are conservative numbers. These are monthly incomes. But you can see if you look at crown level, it's still in that green area. That's really just the beginning of what's possible here. So as you can see, as you build up in title, you get paid more and more and more. And all we're doing is helping people achieve what they want to achieve. This is a people helping people business. And the culture of Zinzino is everybody's one team, everybody helps each other. So it's a really cool thing to be part of. I've created some really good friendships through this business, people I would have never met before. And I've been able to travel as well because of this business. So, and it's been really, really cool experience. So timing is right now, 2025, we're knocking on the door of 1 million customers. We've done 1.5 million blood tests, but we don't have quite that many people using the products yet because there's been many people that have taken multiple blood tests. So right now, you can see with where we're at. By 2035, they're expecting 20 million customers. So by 2050, 100 million customers. So you can be in something at the beginning before anybody even knows about it. So right here, you can decide. You can either be a partner, come on board with us, hopefully you see what we see, but we'd also love you as a customer because we do believe everybody needs this product and it is such an affordable product. So let's shape the future together. And I'm actually going to stop this and I'm going to bring on, oh, stop share. Sorry about that. I'm actually going to bring on Sherry so she can share her story as well. Why don't you come on board?
Thanks, Arlo.
You
Hi,
bet.
I'm from central Minnesota and I've been a partner for about 2 years now and I'm just loving it. I used to work as a nurse. I loved helping people, but I didn't enjoy the hours, weekends, holidays, and giving medications that have bad side effects. So now, as a partner, I get to help people with their health with something that really, really works with no side effects and it helps at the cellular level. And so it just fits me and I just love meeting new people. I love my Zinzino family. I love to be able to travel and it's great to make a decent income in my retirement now. So, yeah, but the best part is helping people get into a mega balance and making a difference. Thanks,
Oh,
Zinzino.
yeah. Thank you for sharing, Sherry. Appreciate you.
Yep,
Nice to, and we became friends through this business as well. So this has been
yep,
a lot of fun.
yep.
All right. Thanks so much. So you can see we have a great story, a lot of great stories. We have a great business model. Do some research, reach out to the person who did invite you, see if they have any questions. And I want to
Arlo?
thank Diane. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we have, I think Nicole was going to share her story too. I think it's a great one if we've got just a few minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you come on up here?
Oh, hi everyone. Thanks for having me. My name's Nicole, and I have Crohn's disease. And so I was met Diane, and she introduced me to Zinzino. I took a test, and I came back 30 some to one. But it's simultaneously, my doctor was giving me a stool test for my Crohn's, and my Crohn's came back as my Crohn's inflammation levels came back at 250-ish. And after 2 months of being on Zinzino, I asked my doctor to retest my stool because we also, in the around the same time frame, redid a Zinzino test. And this time I came back with my stool test as I was like 70s, 70 some to which normal would be 50 or under. So I went down in inflammation that much, just, even, and not even a Zinzino test. That was my GI test. So, yeah. And then
Wow.
obviously there was a lot of other beneficial things like sleep and focus and my skin, well, not really my skin, but my hair and a few other things that I've been noticing over time now.
So many great
Yeah,
testimonials of what we have to offer people. It's just amazing when I hear these
Yeah.
new testimonials.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. It's
yeah.
awesome. Okay, so like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to the person. But this is a great opportunity for anybody who wants to join us. So thanks everybody for joining us, and we will talk to you later.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
Reshape